Hey guys, Jacob with Mox, and today I am back again with another video. Today, as of recording, is St. Patrick's Day, so I thought I'd celebrate by building a little transformer. This is 3-leaf clover, and I couldn't think of a name for this guy, so what I did was I asked my Discord server, and in case you didn't know, I have a Discord server. You can go check it out in the description. We got a lot of suggestions, but I think the best one was Sham-bot. So I think we're gonna go with Sham-bot. But if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. All right, minifig of the day is Rex Danger Vest, and I absolutely loved him in the movie. He was awesome. And I'm not going to spoil anything, because it would be cruel. But he's a really cool figure, and really cool from the movie, at least I thought. Alright, now on to Sham-bot. So, I got my minifig for scale, and you can see he is slightly taller than a minifig in this version, or in this plant mode. Now, this is my first time building a plant mode, I think. Now, I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it was first time. And he's really, really cool, in my opinion. I love the brown little pot that he sits in. And I love the 3-leaf clover. Okay. I'm gonna take a second here. I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna give you a bit of his backstory so you can understand why he's a 3-leaf clover. Basically, he was a 4-leaf clover at the beginning, but then in battle he lost one of his leaves. When he had all 4 leaves, he was super lucky. Now, because he lost one of his leaves and he had become a 3-leaf, he is the unluckiest bot ever. I'm telling you, if it can go, it's if you ever watched Milo Murphy's Law, it's that that same kind of thing. So it is Murphy's Law on this little transformer, and I find that awesome. All right, so I'm gonna transform him, and he does have 3 different modes. I'll tell you why. So basically, he is an Autobot, but he's a Decepticon at the same time. He's a double agent. He joined the Autobots first, so he is an Autobot. But once he lost his leaf in battle, Optimus sent him to be a Decepticon spy. And so any mission he goes on fails miserably. So that's the entire backstory for him. Alright, anyways, let's get on to the transformation. So he does sort of have 3 different modes. I'm not a big fan of mode number 2, but I thought I'd share it. So to transform him into that mode, you're going to take each one of these, and you're going to fold them out. We're going to take that part there, and it should rotate down like that. Careful not to break the stem. If you do, he doesn't survive. We're going to rotate the petals like so. And these are going to form little engines, basically. Like that. Just rotate all of these, and you'll have a little bit closer to what we're talking about. Like that. And then these rotate. That rotates down, so all that can fold up a bit. Then all this rotates around here, coming to the front. That folds down. Then you fold up these sides here. Finally, you're just going to angle these so the jet intakes are facing towards it, and fold up these little brown plates, and then rotate these for little fins. Make sure everything's lined up properly, and you have him in his plane, Cybertronian plane mode. In his Cybertronian plane mode, I think he looks awesome as well. I actually really like this mode, especially since I've updated. And the only thing I would say that's a complaint is he does have this big pole there, and his engines, they're a little uneven. In case you can't tell, they're about one stud off from each other. But if you can just kind of hinge them just a little bit, it's nowhere near as noticeable. So I'm trying to get that right. There we go. Yeah, close enough. So yeah, I really like this mode, but it's not my favorite. My favorite mode goes to robot mode, and I think we're gonna go ahead and get into that because there's not really much else to say about this. This is what he uses to get around with. So he kind of keeps the 3-leaf clover mode a secret. So this is what he normally transforms into. You can imagine the cockpit right there. I kind of imagine this as a gunner spot, and you'd have your gunner sitting there. And don't really have much else to say. I do love these engines, though. Alright, so let's transform him into robot mode, and it's a lot easier now. So what you're going to do is you're going to rotate the fins back down. Just going to put those there. This guy does break a good bit. He's not the strongest transformer ever, but he does hold together relatively well. Alright, so you're pretty much almost done already. It's not a very long transformation, especially from that. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this piece, rotate it out of the way, and down onto that brick. We're not going to do it on the other side, and I'll explain why in a minute. So now you have arms done. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to take this part, rotate it around, fold it back, fold these things down to where they're level, and then carefully rotate this piece here around, and then to finish it off, all that will fold down, and as it folds down, you're going to want to move these things forward just a little bit, allowing clearance for the entire thing to just collapse onto that little T-joint. Now you twist the arms upward, break his back a few times because why not? That's one thing I'd have to say is bad about this guy, is the way he is connected by basically just 3 of the exact same piece, and it kind of causes him to be a little loose, a little easy to break. So that's not good, but separate the legs and bring up the arms. And now you have him in robot mode. Ta-da! I want to give a huge shout out to IX. He actually really helped me with this head design, trying to figure that out. And I think he looks really cool. I really love this guy's robot mode. I don't know, something about it just really gives me that awesome look. Gives it an awesome look. He can be posed pretty well. I love this pose especially. Then you can bring his other claw hand like that. So yeah, I love this I love that pose. Now, for articulation, he does work pretty well. Plenty of movement in the legs, at least at this scale. A lot of movement in the arm, hinging, rotations, and you can rotate the head. One hand is a claw hand, and the other hand is a gun hand, is his normal transfiguration. I don't know what you can call it, but you can, if he wants to, he can rotate his hand around, and it becomes a second claw if he needs it. And the other one can also become guns again, like that. So it's really up to him and what the situation he's in requires. So, minifig for scale. He comes up to about the exact same height, which I really like that. The exact same height as he used to be, so fits really well. Now let's bring in some scale. So, the first scale I wanted to bring in was my last holiday Transformer, Valentine's Day. If you guys want a tutorial on the plant, if you want a tutorial on Sham-bot here, let me know. Alright, so that's him and Valentine's Day. They scale really well. I actually really like that. Oops, I knocked something off. Here is Time Warp. Love that guy. And he looks pretty good as well. They're not in scale, but hey, look. I don't know. Are Insecticons omnivores or herbivores? Makes you wonder. Because if they are, that might not go well. And here we have Ironhide, which he's just looking confused by this little guy on the battlefield. Which actually, I honestly think that's pretty close to being in scale. Maybe just a little bit shorter. Probably right there at the windshield is where I would imagine Prime would be. Or, not Prime, because Ironhide's about the height of Prime, if I were to imagine scale. Alright, I'm just rambling. Here is Megatron, and totally not in scale. So yeah, that is Sham-bot. Hope you enjoyed Sham-bot, like I do. And hopefully I can get this video out by St. Patty's Day. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Jacob Moon's Mocks, and let's get on with that outro. Before I get on with that outro, I forgot to mention, he does have a bit of a weird back thing, which I actually kind of like. So, you're into that? There you go. Alright. Now on to the outro. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Click my minifig to subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Click over here to watch my Transformers playlist, where you can see all of my Transformers. Click over here if you want to see my other mocks videos. They're RC cars, all that kind of stuff. Really cool, really fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.